From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
This is a WUFT News Update. I'm Meleah Lyden. Thank you for joining us. In Wisconsin, people are second-guessing why a man was free on bail and able to speed through a Christmas parade, killing 5 and injuring dozens. NBC's Jay Gray has more on the investigation.
The man police say was behind the wheel as an SUV accelerates into a holiday parade, expected in court this afternoon, where he'll be formally charged with 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide.
Hey, I called an Uber.
Video from a doorbell camera appears to show Darrell Brooks Jr. just after the tragedy, telling the resident he's homeless, asking to come inside to call Uber minutes before he was arrested. We now know Brooks has a long and violent criminal history, multiple convictions, and pending charges after accusations he fired a pistol at his nephew last year, then earlier this month, punched and in the same SUV ran over the mother of his child. 3 days later, flowers and candles dot the parade route, Main Street, shifting to a memorial honoring the 5 lost and dozens injured.
We're here and we are all feeling this moment because we are like family.
Milwaukee Brewers players joining fans for a fundraiser to support families of the victims.
I think healing is a process, and healing requires us to lean on each other and care about each other.
Healing that is painful and difficult.
Everyone's just kind of showing support for each other and being there for people who might have lost someone.
After a tragedy that many in this community say has forever changed the holiday season here. Jay Gray, NBC News, Waukesha, Wisconsin.
The jury is now deliberating over the charges against 3 Georgia men in the death of Ahmaud Arbery. The 3 white men are accused of chasing Arbery while he was jogging through their neighborhood after a confrontation. Arbery died of multiple shotgun wounds. Travis McMichael and Gregory McMichael claim they were carrying out a citizen's arrest, and the death was a result of his self-defense. William Roddy Bryan, who recorded the incident, says he wasn't directly involved. A Florida judge takes the next step to atone for the rush to judgment against the Groveland 4 in a 1949 rape case. 4 black men were accused of sexually assaulting a white teenager. One was killed by a posse, another killed by the sheriff. The other served years in prison before dying. All 4 were pardoned 2 years ago, and yesterday a Lake County court added its exoneration.
I will not hate, but I will love and embrace all of those who did not know at the time that my father was a caring and loving, compassionate person that did not rape anybody.
The white woman in this case, Paget Upshaw, is still alive. She did not attend yesterday, but did go to Tallahassee 2 years ago to speak against the pardons. Brian Laundrie's cause of death has been revealed by his parents' attorney. The family attorney released a statement today saying they were informed Brian Laundrie died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. His remains were located on October 20th. After another search of a hiking area near his home in Northport, Florida, Laundrie was a person of interest in the disappearance and death of his girlfriend, Gabby Petito. A raccoon with rabies is of concern in Alachua County. The raccoon was found in the Northwest 13th Street Home Depot parking lot. Notices were also delivered to the Waffle House and Subway restaurants in the same plaza. The rabies alert lasts for 60 days.
Keep your trash sealed, your garbage cans closed. Don't do anything, with food to attract wildlife around your property, because that's just asking for trouble, especially if you own pets.
Rabies can be deadly to warm-blooded mammals, and the health department says all pets should be vaccinated against it. The weather turned cooler today, and with another cold front on the way, we're expecting the 60s will return on Saturday in the swamp. And now here with sports is Tori Edwards.
The Florida football team is back at home this Saturday. Florida will take on Florida State as the Gators look to get back in the win column in a big way. Last year's rivalry game was canceled due to the pandemic. Both teams enter Saturday's matchup with a 5-6 overall record. Florida's disappointing defeat at Missouri this past weekend marked the Gators' 4th consecutive loss against an SEC opponent. And as the Dan Mullen era in Gainesville has come to a close, special teams coordinator Greg Knox will serve as interim coach for this weekend's matchup.
We're excited about playing an in-state rival. Big game. Big game. So the message this morning was rivalry. All right, we're playing a rivalry game, and it is big. All right, we got a group of seniors that we want to send off in the right way. They came here, they dedicated themselves to this program for 5 years, and we want to make sure they leave the right way. We're playing at home, and we win at home. That's the message.
The winner will become bowl eligible. Kickoff is set for noon Saturday on ESPN. We've put together a look back at the Dan Mullen era, which ended abruptly late in his 4th season. In 3.5 minutes, we recap the highs and lows and turning points. You can find that story now here on Facebook and at WUFT.org. The Florida men's basketball team remains undefeated after cruising to victory in the opening game of the Fort Myers tip-off tournament on Monday. Thanks to a dominating performance by the defense, Florida beat California 80-60. 4 Gators players reached double-figure scoring. Tyree Appleby made all 7 of his free throws and scored 15 points. Myron Jones tossed in 13. Flanders Fleming Jr. had 11. And Florida big man Colin Castleton led the way with 16 points and 8 rebounds.
I feel like we're just getting more and more connected. We're getting better. Like, people don't realize we just all are still meshing, and we came together very quickly. But like they've all said, we've set a standard at a certain level, and we're trying to play above that every night, not just hit that goal. We're trying to play above our standard every single night. And if we keep getting better, then we're going to, be a really good defensive team. And I feel like, we're good where we're at, but we got to keep working and just keep being hungry. That's it.
The Gators are staying down south as they will face Ohio State tomorrow night. Tip-off for that matchup is set for 8:30 on FS1. And that's your look at sports.
Thanks, Tori. That's our time for now, but your Florida news is always on at WUFT.org. I'm Meleah Lyden. Have a great night.